I'm Sir Dominic Fernandez. Today I'm going to start with first chapter in the subject of IT, that is advanced web designing. The first chapter will give you the brief introduction to the web designing. Intro to web designing, intro to HTML5 language, in basic structures of HTML5, basic tags in HTML5 program, types of tag in HTML5, a sample HTML program, a form in HTML5, and various control on form. Before I start, I will go a brief introductions of web designing. What is web designing? Web designing is the process of creating website. It encompasses several different aspects including web pages, layout, content productions and graphic designing. For web designing you need to know some languages like HTML5, CSS, PHP, JavaScript, etc. This was the brief intro of web designing. Next we will be learning about introduction to HTML5 language. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is the universal language recognized by all the web browser. It was introduced by Tim Berners-Lee. It is markup language for creating web pages. HTML documents are created on any text editor and are executed on web browsers. HTML5 is a simple language written in simple English. It is a portable and has ability to link. In the next slide you will see the features of HTML5. The first feature of HTML5 is you can design form in HTML5. Form, which is structure of collection of different control which is used for data entry. HTML5 program contain tags written on text editor and executed on browser. HTML5 provides full support for JavaScript, so we can write a JavaScript in head section as well as the style. In the next slide you will see the basic structures of HTML5. The program in Notepad++, it should always has doc type HTML declarations in the beginning. It is a first tag but only for declaration purpose. In HTML5, embed audio or video tag can be used to create video with control and without control, also audio with control and without control. It is compatible with most of web browsers. In the next slide you will see the basic structures of HTML5. The HTML file, text file containing the text. Tags are the keyword which we use to write HTML codes. It has .html file extension. When you save the HTML code you have to use .html file extension to save the file. HTML5 program can be created using simple text editor. For example, Notepad++ or any other text editor. In a computer by default text editor is Notepad. All tags should start with open container and end with close container. These are called the angular bracket. Tags are not case sensitive. What is case sensitive? Case sensitive means when you write the tag in upper letter, that has to be closed with the capital letters. But in HTML5 it is not necessary to close the tag with the same. Upper means upper or lower means lowercase. Mostly all the HTML5 programs run on any browser. Now we will see the basic tag in HTML5 or the structures of HTML program. How we start coding in the text editor. We should have a notepad plus plus or notepad or any other text editor in a PC. If it is not there, then you have to install. Then when you open it, has it this will be step by step method of how you proceed to HTML5 program. The first tag which you type is exclamation doc type HTML. This is not the exact tag. This is technically not a tag, it is just a declarations which will be the first tag in HTML programming file. Next tag is HTML. This tag is important. This tag tells computer to convert the written code into the HTML file. The next tag is head tag. This head tag include title tag. The title tag contain the title of your program. When you run the HTML program, you will see this title text on the browser title bar. After title tag, you have to close the head tag. The next tag is body tag. In this body tag, whatever content you are going to place, that will be displayed on the web page. So this section you are going to use to display the content on the web page. Then you have to close the body tag, and finally you have to close the HTML. This is the basic structures of HTML5 program you have to follow. In the next slide you will learn the type of tags. There are two type of tags: container tags, also called as a pair tag, and the next one is empty tag. So what are the container tag or pair tag? The tag which we use for beginning and closing ending, that is called as the container tag. For example, body tag, HTML tag, head tag, these are called container tag. And empty tag, look at the empty tags now. What are the empty tags? Empty tags, the tags does not have ending tag, that is called as the empty tag, also called as a standalone tag. For example, br tag, hr tag, img means image tag. This tag called as the standalone tag that we are going to learn, that you are going to learn in the next lesson. Here is a sample HTML5 program. To write HTML program, the very beginning tag you are going to type, that is called exclamation doc type HTML. As I told you, this is not an exact tag, but it is just a declarations. This is not a technically tag, but we use in HTML5 program. The second tag is HTML. This tag is required because this tag tells the browser to convert the written code into the HTML5 file format. The next tag is head tag. The head tag include title tag, and title tag contain the title to your program, which will be displayed on the browser. After the title tag, you have to close the head tag. While closing the tag, you have to use the forward slash. After head tag, you have to proceed with the body tag. So body tag or body section contain the things which you are going to display on the web page. I am using here two lines. The first line, this is a heading tag. I use the h1 tag, and here I close the h1 tag. So this h1 tag will display this is heading tag, this text in large size. Also it is called as the pair tag. h1 is closed over here, that's why it is called as the pair tag or the container tag. The next tag here you can see, this is called br tag, standalone tag. One more tag I use in this example, that is p tag. We can use this paragraph tag. This is paragraph tag we can use to create a paragraph in web page. Once you finish writing all the informations, not only the h1 tag, p tag, you can insert table, image, many things in the all this section. So this tag, body tag, you have to complete after the content got over, and then you have to complete the HTML tags. Then you have to complete the HTML tag. Now this is the output of HTML5 program. Just now I showed you an example of HTML program, how to write it. Once you have written and then save with .html file extension, then you can run the program. You will get the output, and this is the output of the program. I have used h1 tag to display the text in largest heading style, and the second tag I use the paragraph. This is the paragraph tag I have written over there to create a paragraph in HTML document. The next slide you will see what is the use of form in HTML5. So what is form in HTML5? 5 forms are created on the website. The forms are created on the website to collect different kind of user inputs, such as contact detail like name, address, single or multiple option from group of option, as well as clearing and submitting data, etc. Form controls in HTML5. There are various form controls. HTML5 has introduced additional form control, which can also be used for validation purpose. HTML5 introduced a number of new input types. You already learned in the 11 standards some input types. Here is a table of input type. So input type, first column shows different type of input, and the second column shows the description. So input type equal color. It defines the color pickers. When you use this type color in your HTML program and you run the web page, you will see the color picker, which will allow you to select the color or pick up the color. The next input type equal number. The number, it defines the field for entering number. It will show the text box on the web page where you can enter the number. So input type equal URL defines a field for entering a URL. URL means website address, where you can enter the address of the website. Input type equal image. It defines an image as a submit buttons. When you want to use image for the submit button, you can use this input type equal image. So input type equal date. It defines the date picker with the year, month and date. Once you run the HTML program with the input type equal date, you will find over there date pickers, where you can click, you will see the calendar. In that calendar you can click on the day, month and year. We will see all these input type in the next session when we are going to start writing the program. So input type equal email. So this type will create a field for an email address where you can enter the email address. If you not enter email address properly, it shows the errors. So these are the different new inputs type introduced in HTML5. Thank you.